Hi, welcome to Babypedia. I am Karthik, pre and postnatal corrective exercise specialist. This video is about the pelvic floor awareness. I have seen a lot of women tell to me they are doing Kegels. Can every pregnant woman or any woman in fact do Kegels? No, you cannot. Kegels is okay for you if you don't have a tight pelvic floor. Few women might have a tight pelvic floor. Now you have to go to a physiotherapist or a pre and postnatal trainer to identify what kind of pelvic floor you have. Now I am going to tell you how the complete functioning of the pelvic floor will be. If you see, the pelvic floor is going to be in neutral position initially. Now you should be able to control the pelvic floor, squeeze it up to the max, 100% squeeze, then bring it back to neutral again. Now this is the lifting part and bringing down part. Now if you have control over both the parts, you are fine. Now there is also a third part which is called the bulge. First the neutral, then squeeze up to the max, bring it back to the neutral, then there is the negative portion which is the bulge. If you can imagine your vaginal opening similar to your mouth. Now my mouth is neutral right now. If I have to suck something inside, I exert a force and suck something inside. Now this is similar to the vaginal squeezing. Now if I have to spit something out, now I exert a force that is in the opposite direction. Now this is similar to the bulging. So neutral, squeezing, again neutral, then the bulging. You should have control over all the portions in whatever static positions you practice or whatever movements that you are practicing. For example, if you are squatting, when you are moving through the squat, you should be able to squeeze and relax the pelvic floor, bring it back to the neutral when you are doing the movement. For example, when you go down, you can inhale, relax the pelvic floor, bring the belly outside, and when you come up, you can squeeze the pelvic floor, bring the belly back inside. Now considering the bulge part, let's consider you are squatting deep and you are just holding the deep squat position. In this position, again you should be able to squeeze the pelvic floor, bring it back to neutral and also bulge it. Initially this might be very hard because in the deep squat position, the pelvic floor will almost relax. It will be in neutral position and it will be hard to squeeze, but it will be easier to bulge. So you will have different positions to practice, and with every position one might be easy and one might be difficult. But with every static position, you should be able to do the bulge. You should be able to hold it in the neutral position and you should also be able to squeeze it. If you have control over all these three positions, we can say that your pelvic floor is functioning properly. And there is one more thing that you have to notice. For a few people, you will be able to squeeze it up completely, and when it comes down, you will feel as if the pelvic floor is coming down fast. It's similar to a bicep working. Now when I go up, when I squeeze the bicep, it's okay. Now if this falls off, it again means my bicep is weak. Similarly, if your pelvic floor, if you can squeeze it up to the top and when you are bringing it down, if it just goes off pretty fast, if it just falls off, it also means your pelvic floor is weak. In this case, a Kegels is fine because you are trying to strengthen the weak pelvic floor. And what exactly a Kegels means is, Kegels just means the squeezing part. When you are squeezing the pelvic floor to the top, this is what you call Kegels. But you need to have control over the squeezing part, the relaxing part and also the bulging part. If you have control over all the three, you are fine. But if you are having control over only the squeezing part, you are not worrying about the negative part, you need to have control over the negative part as well. This is exactly the opposite of Kegels, you are missing out on something. So you can practice Kegels and you can practice the relaxation, the control over relaxation along with it, and also the bulging. The bulging is not going to have much role, but if you are going to deliver a baby, at the last stages when the baby is coming out, your pelvic floor should entirely relax. It should give way for the baby to come out. In this case, the pelvic floor is opening up, it's bulging. Now people who have had experiences with pregnancies, experiences with normal deliveries, the vaginal delivery, you can understand this a lot better. And regarding the pelvic floor, the best thing that you can do is having control over the neutral part most people will have control over, and the squeezing part, bringing it back down, the relaxation part and the bulging part. You should practice enough to have control over all these things. Only then you can assure that you have a pelvic floor that's functioning optimally. Thank you.